Hey, Grand Risings. Hope you're having a blessed day. Me and Athena have just been out on a dog walk, doing some foraging, looking for some supplies, and shooting a little video of some stuff that I've been finding. So keep an eye out for that one. We found loads of stuff. It was pretty cool. But on the way back, I was sort of thinking about my day yesterday, and how it was just so different to how I suppose it was supposed to go. And then that happens to me quite a lot. Thank you. Move. That happens to me quite a lot, where my day has weird, random interactions in it, or things that happen and I don't expect them to happen. And I suppose a lot of the times they happen because I notice the things around me, or I say yes to things, and that's what happened yesterday. So again, as always, I went out of my home with a kind of a semi plan, and I went out with an open heart and an open mind, and I went to a neurodiverse event that was run by a friend of mine, a couple of friends of mine. They did really, really well. It was such an amazing event. I wasn't expecting it to be as busy as it was. It was like really well attended, and that made me really happy. Just because there were so many different organisations there. There was, the police were there. There were artists, like neurodivergent artists were performing, and it was a really, really like mixed event, and there were so many different like sections, I suppose, compartments of society that, and different organisations that represented different parts of society that were all there, and showing that they are trying to be neurodivergent aware, showing that all these different pockets of society are that's a big B, are I suppose becoming more aware, wanting to help, that like different sections are there to support neurodivergent people in different areas of society. That's what I was trying to say, which is amazing because neurodivergent people access all areas of society, and they need help across the board in different things. So that was a really like cool thing to attend, and I met some people there that I've not seen for a while, and that was really cool. And on the way back, oh my gosh, I'm going to snip it in the video and show you what I found. But it was like this whole tree, and I thought at first it was spider webs, but there was this whole tree completely covered in like a caterpillar silk sock. That's the only way I can describe it. The whole tree was covered in silk, all the leaves, right from the very bottom on the ground all the way to the very top. All of its leaves, its branches, its little catkin things, they were all covered in silk, like just completely covered. And the whole tree was completely covered in caterpillars, and then they'd come out, spread out onto the railings. And you could describe it as much as you want, and it wouldn't depict exactly what it was. But I mean, I'm going to show you now, but it was really cool. I thought they were spider webs at first, but the whole tree is covered in caterpillar cocoons and threads, like the whole tree. The whole tree. Like right down to the ends. That is so cool. Look at this. Doesn't quite show. I suppose you can see it here. You can see what I mean? Like it's the whole tree. Covered in silk. That's beautiful. So yeah, that was a pretty cool thing. And I only happened to notice that because I was barefoot. and I was looking at the ground, scanning from like left to right, looking at the floor, and as I scanned, I happened to like see the webbing on the ground out the corner of my eye, and then like obviously I looked up and I was just like, whoa, no way. And it was so cool. And then I happened to be on my way back from the event, like, and I'd seen the caterpillars, and there was like a Caribbean food place that was like had a big sound system, and the woman that was like sort of helping out there or running the place, I'm not quite sure, she like saw me barefoot and she was like, "You barefoot?" And she wanted to ask me questions about it. So, you know, like I could have been like, "Oh, I was like, no, I stopped to chat," you know, and she asked me questions about being barefoot, and she was like, "No, you don't do it all the time." I was like, "I do, I really do, honestly." And I was like, "Check out my YouTube. Like, I do loads of barefoot stuff on there, and I do walking and hiking and camping and all the things. And I do other things on there as well. Like, you know, I play music, I spit conscious rap, and the guy that was cooking, he was like, "No way, you spit conscious rap?" And I was like, "Yeah, I do, honestly." And he's like, "Give us some bars." And so he had the sound system set up, and like he's got his microphone out, and he like put he's like, "Do you want some beats?" I was like, "No, I've got my own beats." So I put my own music on and played it, and I did like a little impromptu performance outside. It was really fun. And it was really cool. And then this other guy turned up and he started spitting bars, and like it was really nice. It was just a really nice like experience.
I was trying to control. War around me was so loud I couldn't hear my soul. Calling from within to take me to myself. Had to play this comic deck to find the well. So I delved into the dark and I sifted through the mud. I was dancing with my demons before my greater good. To my suit of armor of a judge of gates of hell. I stood before the devil and I rolled at him a yell. I am ready, I am willing, so you better do your best. I don't need protection to pass your bumpy test, cause even naked and alone I know that I'm enough when I surrender into grace. Unconditional love, there is strength in showing weakness, and even on my knees, put my hands together and I'll be brave, please. Show me my true purpose and reveal my inner power, cause I'll be on the front line in the final hour. With my sisters and my brothers tonight, we will stand. Love will conquer war when we're walking hand in hand. Truly do believe that with love we can go higher, so I'm channeling this message to set your heart on fire. Oh, let's go, brother, let's go.
So yeah, as you saw, it was really fun. We had a really like cool little impromptu like sort of filmy session, and the other guy that came on after me was called Bagel. He spat some really cool bars. He's a musician. I will link his little YouTube thing into the description. But he spat some really cool bars, and it was just really fun and really like just spontaneous and collective and you know, community based, and it was really nice to just sort of open myself out to that experience and to say yes, to just say yes and not be like, "Oh no." I was like, "Yeah, go on then. Yeah, I'll speak some bars. I'll play some music." So yeah, I had a really fun day yesterday, and I genuinely believe that the more I go out with an open heart and an open mind and just the willingness to say yes more and to be, you know, in touch with my surroundings and be looking out for things and not just stuck in my phone or, you know, bothered about what other people are like sort of, you know, doing and watching what they're doing. I saw a really cool caterpillar experience. I got to speak to some really cool people. I performed some bars. I met another cool musician. And yeah, it was just nice, you know. Say yes more, you know, be open-minded more, be open-hearted more, be open to interacting with strangers more, you know, because we're all so closed off in our little brain boxes that we don't see all the opportunities that we have to connect and to communicate and interact and make friends and meet new people and have new experiences. And even if you only have that experience once, you've done it, right? Anyway, it was only a quick one today, so I just wanted to get off and yeah, well, that was it really today, I suppose. That was it. I love you very much. I hope you have a blessed day. Say hi to strangers more, like just get out there, interact, have new experiences, do more things, just live life to the fullest. You're only here for this tiny amount of time. do all the things.